offering a draw. We're gonna get a bullet game.
Wow.
No, Ben declines it.
What?
Oh,
Why?
down 15 seconds. This is dangerous because Hikaru can win any position.
Okay, here we go. Both cams are up and away we go. All right. Go. Okay. He's gonna play G3. I mean, I guess I'll just be standard here. He plays A4 as expected.
He better have something against this line because Hikaru has been playing this exclusively, and tell you, Hikaru does not mind a draw. I mean, he is more than happy to take this into a blitz game with the white pieces. More than happy to do it. So this line has been all the rage in the last couple of months. Or Jabov played it at the candidates. Everybody's been playing it with black.
He goes knight c3. So I mean, rook c8 is a safe move. Knight c3 is also reasonable. Knight c3 is supposed to be just fine. I mean, there's also rook c8 here, but I think taking is correct. Yeah, this and knight c6 should be fine. If takes, I just go knight a2. If takes, I just go knight c6 or rook c8 even for that matter. And I think this is very pleasant. Maybe pleasant is too strong a word to use, but I mean, I really shouldn't be worse here.
So Benjamin is very unlikely to lose this game. Because he's up a pawn. Worst comes to worst, he gives the pawn back. So white is not really risking. It's a pretty good opening choice, but Hikaru doesn't lose positions like this ever. So I'm expecting a draw, and I'm expecting our first blitz playoff here in the last quarterfinal.
Main point is if he plays bishop c3, I have knight a2 to get rid of the bishop pair. So queen c3, rook c8 is fine. I'm just trying to remember how this line goes. Okay, takes with a pawn, which I expected. I go knight c6 to hit the bishop. Now I go like rook d8. I mean, hard to believe this can really be better for white. I mean, really hard to believe actually.
Benjamin's probably going to play something like rook d1, and then I think Hikaru will go rook c8 to harass white's queen, and queen a2 should be kept in mind as well. Black has lots of these active ideas, and the piece is coordinated very well here.
No, it's black's activity and his coordination, as you said, Daniel, which enables him to get some kind of equality. Perhaps a less experienced player would look at this and say, oh, white has just got a free extra pawn. Look at the pawn he's got on c3. Can't do anything with it.
I wouldn't pay too much heed to the eval bar here. The engine always gives like 0.3 to 0.5 in these positions. I mean, obviously white is up a pawn and black isn't directly winning it back, but practically speaking, it is very hard to handle these positions with white.
It was rook d1. Interesting move. Not the move that I expected, I have to say. But the question is, do I take on d4 and just play this endgame? Take c4, rook c8, queen d2. I mean, takes, rook c8, queen d2, queen a4 looks quite drawish. I don't know. I mean, this looks very drawish. Rook c8, queen a4, e3, rook c2.
But knight d4, cd4, no?
What? And then I go bishop f6. I understand it looks counterintuitive to correct white's pawn structure, but his bishop on d5 is such a monster.
But now I can go knight e1 and...
yeah. Yeah, and here, this is unpleasant. No, this is just a pawn down.
Yeah,
I agree.
This is a pawn. Yeah.
Question is, do I want to force an endgame that I know is a draw, that it's a draw that I play well, or am I looking for something a little bit more creative to try and imbalance it? That's really the only question here. I think I'm going to try to imbalance. Maybe, no, I think rook c8 is the right move.
That's very much in Hikaru's style. He goes rook c8, so he goes for the natural move. And
I expect, queen f4. Queen e3 looks a bit odd, but maybe. Maybe h4 here as white is actually interesting.
Taking a page out of Jan Nepomniachtchi's book.
Yeah.
Yeah, I plays queen a1, which I expected, because this leads to what I kind of knew was coming, which is we're gonna head for an endgame where, I mean, we're headed for actually a classic endgame. So Yeah, I mean, okay, we're in the classic endgame. This is the endgame that I've played like 50 times already, and it's a draw with correct play. Let's just trade bishop f6, of course, and g6 and rook e8, rook e7. I mean, this is the, you can get this endgame many different ways actually here. So okay, do I actually have e5 here? I don't, right? So let's just go, I don't know, rook c7, king g7. I mean, at some point white can obviously play d5, but I just take and go like bishop c3, and again, not particularly exciting. Plays bishop c6. I expected this. I'll just go like rook c8. And play rook c7, rook d8's move. h5 I don't really want to play. I'm just actually gonna just go here. I'm just gonna sit and wait, because d5 I know is nothing. I always just trade. Kind of wonder if I didn't have to play rook c8 there's something better there, maybe like queen c8 or something to keep it more complex.
All right, moving on. King e4.
No, but the plan is king d3, 4, and d5.
Yeah, this is king goes to c4.
King c4, but okay, you slowly push the position in initiative, yes, but okay, Kramnik would love this position.
I mean, if you gave this to Ulf Anderson in 1979, it's just 1-0.
Right.
Again.
In fact, you would just resign. Just he would look at you with those eyes that portend of hours of torture. I mean, against someone like Wesley, I would borderline like resign here. Even though, again, you can see the eval bar, it's 0.2. Objectively, if black defends accurately, it is, you know, without question a draw. I mean, white just shouldn't be able to make progress.
I mean, this is obviously what Benjamin was hoping for. I feel like, I mean, I'll tell you guys, you can also get this with knight b4, knight c3, takes, knight c2, knight e3, takes, bishop f6. And so that was a debate when I went into this, whether to go for this or not. I think I just go king f8. There's no d5, there's no, there are just no real tricks here. If white can't really get e4, e5 in, then I don't think white can ever really claim anything special here. It was king e4 back. So he's trying to go d5. Okay, so at least he has an idea here. So I'll just go here. d5 I can just take, of course, or even play rook d6 actually, maybe. Okay, goes f4, logical. Rook c8 is obviously a move. Maybe rook b8 actually. d5. Can also play h5 here. I mean, the question is g4 really a threat? And I think it actually is. I go rook c8. d5 takes rook c3. Actually, wait, no, I should just go here. Rook c3 is a big idea. If d5 I can still go rook c3, and again, it should just be a draw.
So what I would do is I would drop the rook back to a6, move the king back, and then revert to that plan of e4 and d5.
Right.
Okay, maybe d5 immediately, but I don't. That doesn't seem appetizing to me.
No, I would wait a little bit more. Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
this is just
draw.
well, it probably will be a draw. I mean, Hikaru is extremely resourceful, but
White has made zero progress. Seems to me that Benjamin at some point will just lose his patience and go rook a8 or just basically offer a draw.
no, I don't think so.
You don't
I think he'll
so?
go rook
He's
a6.
going to keep going.
He's going to go rook a6. I think the problem with d5 is there takes, and then bishop d5, there's already like rook c3 threatening rook takes e3 check.
Yeah, or rook c2. The problem with d5 is just that it doesn't achieve anything, and
Yeah.
all things held equal, trades are in black's favor.
I mean, I kind of assume he will play. Actually, I realized d5. Maybe I can play bishop c5 takes and maybe rook e8 or something. So maybe I shouldn't actually pre-move, but that would be a mistake. Let's keep the mouse off the board, obviously. That way, no mouse slips. Really? Is this just a draw offer? Okay, Benjamin. I mean, if Benjamin can win this, I really should quit chess. Opposite color bishops, up a pawn. Yeah, okay. I mean, Benjamin's never gonna win this when he Rook 8 is a draw offer by him, so it's kind of funny that like he declines my draw offer and then he offers a draw offer because he realizes like what are we even doing here? Because Rook 8 is a draw offer in and of itself. So okay, let's go round 2. I have the white pieces, so I'm trying to think, what do I want to do against him here? We have both cams are up, right? Yeah, both cams are up. What do I want to do in game 2? I think I'm just gonna dodge the Berlin.
He thinks this is a lock. Now, Benjamin is a very, very strong blitz player, very capable, but their blitz record it's disgusting.
What's their record? How do you know their record?
I think I looked it up recently, and every time I've watched Hikaru and Hikaru and Ben play blitz, it's been a drubbing. But this is the RCC, and this is one game, and that's the magic of it. We know what can happen in any one game, anything.
Wow, C4, I did not expect that. I guess I'll just castle. Huh. Interesting, strange, everything in between. I don't know what's going on here. I can play A3, but I think I'm gonna go bishop D2 and just takes. If I play B3, takes, that doesn't look right. Knight E5 is a move. Bishop, I don't really like my position here, I have to admit.
My question is what he does against B3, because if white can play B3 and force C takes B3, then black's entire strategy basically falls apart. You need to be able to play B5 in response to B3, but Hikaru taking a more central strategy, sticking a knight on E5. Okay, makes some sense as well. I mean, probably wants to support it with F4, as is customary.
Okay, so he goes bishop E6. My assumption here is that I should probably just trade. Yeah, I think I should try to just flatten this board, completely flatten the board, not let this get scary. Because like the game against Hans in the blitz game, I let it get a little bit too messy, and then I couldn't bail out when I needed to. So I think here I'm just going to try to flatten the board, and if there is an opportunity that presents itself, then I go for it. If it doesn't, it's just a draw, and that's life, and you move on. Because I think that against Hans, that was my big mistake, is that I let it get a little bit too messy. Like I was a little bit careless as well, and he found obviously some good moves, but I got a little bit too careless, let it slip a little bit too far out of control, and then there was no way to save it. I mean, this should just be very drawish in a couple of moves, barring something crazy happening. Like Queen A5, Queen C1 looks very solid. Then I have A3. It's getting a little bit low on time as well. Queen A5, Knight B1 is also maybe a move. Okay, so he takes, which I think I should be overjoyed by, because now I mean, if I can lose this, I am actually just a really bad chess player if I can lose this position. I don't know why I said really like 20 times there, but I did. If I take D4, takes Knight A4. Knight A4 here's also a move. But I don't know why I said really like 20 times there, but I did. Anyway, let's see. So if I take D4, I mean, even Knight E4 looks good. Yeah, I mean, this should be fine. Takes. I mean, Knight A4 looks like a good move to hit the bishop. Maybe Bishop F3. Why didn't I should have just gone Bishop F3 first. Careless move. Yay! This was just ridiculously careless. I mean, I guess I can go here. I'm gonna go here on Bishop D4. I mean, I have F4. That's the big move for me. I've got F4 to close the diag, and then I've got a great wooden shield here. Bishop F3 next move. I mean, I should not really be in danger, but I'm also probably not better either. Bishop F3 or D3 is also a question. Feels like the right diagonal. It was Queen E7, interesting. Now, can I take and play F5, F6? Not quite. Knight C3 doesn't look. Rook C1 is a move. I take F5, Bishop B3, Queen G4. That's Knight C3, trade Bishop C5. Trade F5 takes Bishop D5, Rook B4. B4, Queen D2. Should be winning. I don't love it though. I'll also just play like, no, I can't go Queen D3. I'm thinking too long. Why am I suddenly thinking too long? Yeah, I should just flatten this board. I don't know why I'm so worried about this position. I mean, yeah, I can play rook e1 or bishop d4. Rook e1 actually looks correct. Nah, bishop d4 must be right. Still probably a draw, but a little bit tricky. And Benjamin is getting a little bit low on time. I'm gonna go queen e5 here. Now I have f5 as well. Let's go back. d4 I take and I have queen c6. Oh, he's just got rook c8, which I missed.
Rook takes a7.
Ooh,
Oh, then
does that
queen takes
work?
a
Queen a7
no, queen
and
takes
queen
a7 and
e3.
e3 hangs.
But then that's not still clear, right? King h1 and then it's not so clear. But okay, Bok trying to work something here.
Queen b7 attacking b3. That's basically white's only weakness.
Rook a3, I guess, will be played here.
I like that move. Preparing to double.
And now
Rook
he doubles.
f8-1. There it is.
And actually, this becomes awkward to defend.
Extremely. But a5 is an excellent move.
Yeah, h4 is good by Hikaru now. He's gonna just put the king on h2 out the way.
h6
Or
by Ben.
h5.
Hikaru drives the pawn down to h5. Okay. This is so much harder to play for black. So much harder.
Yeah. We'll go king h2. Yes. And now again, queen b6. Okay, can you...
Okay. So if you take on d5, you lose e3 at the end. That's out of the question.
Yeah, I don't think you want to do that. Queen d2, yeah. Just play a nice passing move. Now rook a5 actually comes into question. Okay,
Rook
not
e8,
now.
great move, attacking the e3 pawn. Okay, we're going to get mutual liquidation. We might get a draw here. I mean, maybe Hikaru just won't be able to convert his pressure into anything tangible. Both sides at 30 seconds.
Bishop d5. Bishop d5 will be played. Takes,
Hikaru
takes.
offering a draw. We're going to get a bullet game.
Wow.
No, Ben declines it.
What?
Whoa. Oof. And Benjamin
Why?
down 15 seconds. This is dangerous because Hikaru can win any position. I think he thinks white's king is weaker. The queen coming into f2.
Queen f2.
Queen g3.
Queen f.
Queen g3. Draw.
Okay.
Okay, Benjamin needs to offer a draw and move right now.
Rook no, sorry, we get mated. You have to take rook 8 f3.
Hikaru's gonna play this now. If he gets his king to f5, like this can get dangerous.
No. Yeah. Rook f2. Okay. I take black.
Rook
I take
e2
black.
is coming.
Yeah. No, this is awkward suddenly.
Huh.
You actually have to go. Yeah. Rook d3.
Let's just force a draw. You can trade. It's a draw. Go here in g4. Just no nonsense. Still just a draw. Probably better very briefly for one moment, I think, but it got messy, and at least unlike the game against Hans, I kept it under control to just avoid anything silly. Obviously with 55 seconds I'm not going to lose this. Just zero chance. All right, I've got a minute here, so thinking about the bullet game now. Yeah, I mean, there's just nothing either of us can do. You know what I want to do in the bullet game? Do I want to play the same thing or not? Question. I don't know. It's tricky in a 1+1. I really don't know if I should just be solid here. I assume I should play something different. That's just my assumption, but yeah, I'm gonna play the other line. I'm gonna play this one actually. Why? Oh, he plays knight d2. Okay, let's castle. Take. Oh, c3 is probably wrong, but you know, this is a bullet game. Like in a bullet game, you just move. Yeah, in a bullet game, you just move and whatever happens, happens. You just don't panic. That's the main thing.
This is a pleasant position for white. Pushes the pawn through to c5. But bishop f4 runs into e5, which I think he might have... And he's already down 10 seconds. Like, look at this, how this starts to unfold. Benjamin has to keep an incredibly vigilant eye on his clock here. Which he's not really doing.
Which he's not doing. Rook b1. Okay.
Okay, knight b to d4. And, ooh. Knight b4. Like he blundered a pawn.
Oh, wow.
And Hikaru didn't see it.
Didn't see it.
Knight b4 simply won the pawn on c5.
Bishop c6, queen b2.
Now Benjamin's okay again, and he's good on the clock, which is more important. Queen c6, maybe knight e5.
Yeah.
So it's a tough position. Hikaru's somehow down on the clock. But not for long, as he prepares to double on the d-file. I think black is more comfortable now. Better pieces. 10 seconds up on the clock. Benjamin's got to move. He's got to move.
Time? What's going on? Oh wait, takes. Wait a second, did he just blunder? Wait, no, he's got that. Wait. Yeah, now this should just be an easy win. I just go a5, a4. What am I doing? No checks. Gotcha, Benji. Good try, though. Good try. Got him. There we go. Got him. Tough match. Very choppy game. My time usage was very, very poor in that game. Like, I mean, this was just winning, wasn't it, somehow? Yeah, how did I mess this? A5 was probably... I should have just gone queen d5 here. Queen d5, I think, was simpler than this, because now... A4... for some reason, I got panicked about this idea. But I guess it's just nothing, because I can just go... Nah. I just go a3, and I would have avoided the whole mess. Poor technique by me, but we got the win. We move on to the semifinals, and that is that. Yeah, tricky, but it's a win. All right, so let's move on. We have the first semifinal match, which will be played between... it will be played between... I believe it's between Jan and Bortnik. So that's the first one we have coming up. So tough game, very, very tough game for Benjamin. He fought very valiantly. I think my choice was right not to play solid. But it is what it is. All right, so whereas the next game should be starting in a second. I'll leave this one up until it does. Now I can put the headphones back on, obviously, as well. Thank you so much to M. Meeson for the 4 months, Crossman for the 29, FB Zombies for the 12, Pinji for the 18. Thank you so much, Matty Cron F.